Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. On July 23rd, 2025, the city of Moscow, Idaho, released hundreds of pages of documents never seen before by the public from the Moscow Police Department's investigation into the crimes at 1122 King Road, which occurred on November 13th, 2022. We had previously notified you of a document that was prepared by Detective Payne, the lead detective in the case from the Moscow Police Department, who was the author and who signed the December 29th, 2022 affidavit of probable cause seeking an arrest warrant for Mr. Kohberger. That arrest warrant was issued that day, and we came to learn that Detective Payne traveled from Idaho to Pennsylvania in anticipation of Mr. Kohberger's arrest, which happened in Monroe County, Pennsylvania in the early morning hours of December 30th, 2022. What we learned in these recently released documents, amongst other matters, is that Detective Payne and one other law enforcement official conducted an interview with Mr. Kohberger in Pennsylvania, and that interview is videotaped. It has not yet been released to the public. We have now learned through another document, and we've evaluated along with the other items released by the Moscow Police Department, is another narrative by Detective Payne, where he again references this interview with Mr. Kohberger. We have now learned that it is a considerably lengthy interview. It is not just a few minutes, it's the better part of an hour. In fact, Detective Payne describes it as being 45 minutes in length. You'll recall, if you listened to or watched our prior episode of the Indie Zone, he went into what occurred during the course and scope of that December 30th, 2022 interview with Mr. Kohberger, and realize this is literally minutes after his arrest. He was arrested at his parents' home in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, and he was transported by the Pennsylvania State Police to a barracks, and in a conference room, this is where Mr. Kohberger was brought for this interview with Detective Payne and with another law enforcement official. 45 minutes in length is what we're now learning this interview lasted. And we are hopeful that we will be able to see the actual video itself sooner rather than later, because it is one thing, of course, for the public to be able to read Detective Payne's interpretation of what this video contains. It is another thing entirely for the public to see the actual evidence. And as we've seen thus far, none of the evidence has been produced as of yet. None of the photographs that were taken, including outside of 1122 King Road on the date of November 13th, 2022. None of the recordings of any other witnesses. None of the actual evidence itself. We're hoping to, as a public, have an opportunity to review the evidence. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them here. And if you like our content, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Would greatly appreciate it if you consider all of the above. It helps our channel grow. This is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.